is it kind of like an
So it just start? Is it like recording?
Yeah, it's actually recording us right
Oh,
now.
I'm new to this.
It's sort of.
on
like
sort
sort
of
of.
frequency.
I'm like an intern.
Shit, what?
Yeah, you are an
fire?
intern.
Part 2. Electric fuck yourself.
It's not even Boogaloo anymore.
We should totally electric fuck yourself. We should totally just have the British voice introduce all our episodes.
Yeah, that should just be the thing, yeah.
Greetings, friends.
Nigel, the intro guy.
My name is
Intro robot.
He's like our ghetto Jarvis.
Yeah, the intro bot. There we go.
Yeah. Instead of the sexy voice of John Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Something like that.
John Bettany was the other one.
You can't trust John.
Well, there's Paul and John and Ringo and
George Harrison Ford.
George Harrison Ford.
The Bettany's.
The Bettany's.
Wow, this is Heswarman here. Good thing we're talking about spontaneous human combustion today.
Yeah. Think we're all alcoholics sitting near open sources of flame.
I'm not.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, so we're bringing back Peter. He was our surprise guest during our April Fool's episode.
Yeah.
If you were like us and couldn't remember.
He was the one that talked about the Ghost Bridge.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
No, neither do I.
Yeah, I don't remember much from that show.
It was kind of painful listening through it again. Yeah. Holy shit.
I remember Beast Wars.
And I was like, yeah, this is the tame stuff.
Yeah, Beast Wars. Yeah, no, editing that, I was like, oh
Is that when
my god.
Cheetor like
terrible
runs up
people.
to the cheetahs and they give him a spooky face in the first episode?
Sure.
Actually, yeah, that was a little terrifying.
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable.
This, CG has changed very much since Beast Wars.
Where he had like lips.
Yeah.
Actually.
Speaking of things that happen that people that sit at home,
Yeah.
spontaneous combustion is a term encompassing reported cases of the combustion of a living or very recently deceased human body without an apparent external source of ignition.
Like a fire.
When you
It's
try to
an
light
internal
your,
fart.
it's
Like
like
a fire.
when you try to light your fart on fire, but you kind of suck it back up.
Oh, I've
So
seen
then-
that happen on YouTube. That's on
So that
YouTube.
you're actually
That's how
lighting
you
your
incinerate the inside of your
intestine
a-hole.
on fire.
Yeah.
So you actually have a flaming asshole.
Yeah.
Wasn't
I've
that
had
like
that drink.
what Roman toilets did? Because you just pooped in a ditch over time, but everyone used the same ditch, and then apparently there was so much methane gas that was just a thing that could happen.
Well, one of the
Just spontaneously combust.
Yeah, they
Blow your asshole off while you're taking a shit.
Romans.
well, there are a few
The hair just went up.
Well,
Science.
there are a few characteristics of the cases that have happened. So,
Wasn't this like South Park?
actually, there
Yes,
was a
yeah,
South
there was a
Park
South Park
episode.
episode, yeah.
Did any of us watch that?
I did, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Hey guys, check out guys. I'm gonna let my ass on fire.
And then, whoop.
Yeah.
It's totally not gay, guys. Totally not gay.
Yeah, it's because like Kenny was holding in his farts because he just got a new girlfriend.
Oh
He
yeah.
didn't want to like fart around her,
Yeah,
and so they
he
were all
died.
walking one day, and he just burst into flames and died. And then for some reason they got Stan's dad, who's like a geologist, to try and figure it
He's
out.
the
So
most science.
he was the only
Yeah.
scientist in town, so he figured out that it was like holding in farts that did it, because like everyone who was bursting into flames had just gotten into a new relationship. So he said, "We all got a fart," and so everyone started farting like crazy. And then like
Did it
it
make
started.
greenhouse gas?
Yeah, yeah, it started like wrecking the whole environment and stuff. So we realized that you have to fart in moderation.
Well, it's
Isn't that
one of those.
everything?
Yeah, do this in
Moderation.
moderation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fart in
It's one of those hard things too. It's like, when is the appropriate time to fart in front of your significant other?
See,
Well,
I've always
When you're
made it-
comfortable with the other person and
One-
you fart, then
one
it's,
time
then it's good.
One time my ex just like farted on my junk when in bed together. It was like this morning after a big argument, and I didn't know if we were cool or not, and just kind of did it. That's pretty funny.
Actually, yeah. Anytime
alright.
I've ever been in a relationship, it's usually the girl I'm with. She farts in her sleep, and I wake her up with my laughter. And that's when it becomes okay for me, because they're like, "I'm all embarrassed." I'm like, "Don't be embarrassed. See,
It's normal.
I do it too." Like, okay, that's how you do it.
Yeah, farts are the end and start of all arguments.
Everything revolves around one at some point.
Swear to God, I will give you pink eye if you keep lying.
Once somebody farts, it's like, okay, we're all cool.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, wow, we're just like
That went off track.
Stayed up 7 minutes talking about farts. All right.
So recorded cases have these things in common. The victims are chronic alcoholics. They are usually elderly females. The body was not burned spontaneously, but some lighted substance had come in contact with it. The hands and feet usually fall off. The fire has caused very little damage to combustible things in contact with the body. And the combustion of the body has left a residue of greasy and fetid ashes. Very offensive in odor.
Stinks like a motherfucker.
So you'd stink worse
Yeah.
after you spontaneously combust.
And you're dead.
Also
Yeah.
dead, yeah. So I mean, you probably
You
won't
can't smell it
care.
anymore, so.
That's the real kicker.
Yeah. This is my parting gift to the world.
On top of everything, I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
Oh, also you die from it.
Sorry for
Oh, shit.
Usually.
writing down. Sorry for the smell, guys.
Oh god,
It's
I
a
think
black
I'm
metal,
gonna...
a black metal singer.
Exactly.
He just spontaneously combusts, but writes down "sorry about the smell."
Yeah,
Maybe that's
exactly.
The guy from Mayhem. So,
Alright.
spontaneous human combustion.
Which has nothing to do with black metal.
Yeah, there's nothing... Well, no, we're gonna go off on tangents, so we try to
yeah,
compare it
yeah,
with certain things.
yeah.
Well, it kind of makes you wonder, you know?
What if there was...
Yeah, it just could happen anytime. People go to sleep, everything's fine, everything's good.
You
Wake
wake
up next
up
morning,
dead.
you're on fire.
You wake up dead. Or you-
It's gotta be a
Which you probably don't wake up at all.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a head anymore.
This is G.I. Joe PSA reference.
Yeah.
Come
Watched that
on,
one
guys.
yesterday.
This the guy comes through the window.
That's so good.
They're great.
Those are so funny.
They're timeless.
I wonder if they actually do... They should actually
shit.
just do, like,
Get the fuck outta
PSA
here.
prevention posters, like, for the organ harvesting thing before, like, spontaneous human combustion.
Oh, yeah!
Only
fuck.
you can prevent having yourself combusted.
Oh.
By not drinking or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, when you were in China, there was, like, actual signs that were like, oh,
Only
fuck,
you
why-
can prevent
Organ
black market organ harvesting.
Oh, Jesus.
Just
Yeah.
a sign of a
prevent
guy
that?
watching his kidneys.
Yeah, it was. It was like a
Like-
sign of dude just like doing this, and then it's like he has a really painful like expression. And it's like only you can prevent
That's
this.
terrifying.
It's so weird.
They need a
How-
mascot for that.
How do you prevent that? You just
Kidney
get
with a
kidney
razor.
failure?
I don't know.
Is that the only way?
I guess you just don't talk with shady Chinese men.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if someone invites you into an alley, just don't go with them.
Ah.
Or somebody's
Sorry,
willing
dude.
to like, oh, you can stay at my place. Yeah, no. Especially in China.
Especially if you know them.
Yeah, especially.
Ah, shit.
You probably owe
They're
lots
more
of money.
likely to get your.
That's
Just
brutal.
call their buddies and just like, oh yeah, he's only like 20 something, so we're gonna harvest everything.
Well, apparently it's like poor people, like that have to take like those, like the day work,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. They're the ones who it happens to a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because people are like, I don't know.
Same with
just
India
live
though,
poor.
but India is more like the castration thing, or not castration, the sterilization.
It's just like, we took your testicles.
Basically,
Damn.
like they will
Like,
actually,
oh, shit, now
they
I
will
can have all the
actually
sex I
pull
want
like
without children. What a
local
drag.
people. They will actually pull local people into the clinic by offering them like a meal or something like that, and then they will actually drug the meal, and then while they're drugged out, they just fucking
Sterilize them?
yeah,
Is it just like an effort in like reducing the population
Yeah.
or some shit?
yeah.
That's fucked up.
Because
Wow,
it's
we-
India.
That is fucked up.
Yeah.
Forced
Yeah.
castration.
And that's
Or not
castration.
Not castrated, it's
Sterilization.
sterilization. Wow, man, that's some Avengers
Still.
2 shit going on.
Yeah.
I know.
Too soon? Too
No.
soon. Notable examples of spontaneous human combustion follows. Henry Thomas, a 73-year-old man, was found burned to death in the living room of his council house on the Rousseau Council Estate in Ebbw Vale, South Wales. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. EBBW Vale, South Wales. In 1980.
Oh, it's Welsh. You can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's probably like Siobhan or something.
Siobhan, South Wales.
In Cybohan, South Wales.
Okay.
Apologies to anyone named Siobhan out there.
Or Sealbon.
Or
Oh, I know.
Cybohan.
I knew someone.
Nyameh. It's Neve! Not spelled like that. His entire body was incinerated, leaving only his skull and a portion of each leg below the knee.
Jesus.
Yeah, right? I'll show you some pictures later.
Cool.
The feet and
Yeah.
legs were still clothed in socks and trousers. Half the chair in which he had been sitting was also destroyed. Police forensic officers decided that the incineration of Thomas was due to the wick effect. His death was ruled death by burning, as he had plainly inhaled the contents of his own combustion.
Ew, his own melted body bits.
Yeah, he just started breathing at his own self.
Oh.
So I'm just going to explain what the wick effect
That's
is.
not supposed to be a gas. It's a solid.